During the COVID-19 pandemic lockdown, I started doing research on what I can do to while away my time. And it hits me to go into cryptocurrency. And along the line, to cut the long story short, June precise, I received this link from Stanford University PhDs developing a new cryptocurrency. And we start mining Pi network. And to mine higher, we need to bring people to our network, and we begin to tell our friends and loved ones about Pi network. But this is the reaction. Some say that we are crazy, that it's practically impossible for anybody to give one money. And others say that Pi network is a scam. While others say it's a joke. That we were doing something, and that is that we are wasting our time. You know what? We almost believe them, but something didn't just sit right. Hey everyone, my name is Edwin. Welcome back to Crypto Talk. If you're new here, thank you very much for joining me. Today, I'm going to share something that changed my perspective on crypto entirely. If you have invested in Pi network, or you're just curious about what is really going on, stick around. But before we dive in, please hit that like button, subscribe, and turn the post notifications so you don't miss any of these important updates. And to all my returning subscribers, thank you very much for your continued support. I love you guys. So in these few days, I started making another research, and this time around I started looking at market capitalization. Like any other traders or crypto enthusiasts or analysts, I saw the numbers, the predictions, and I thought, okay, this is it. It can't go any higher. But then I started digging deeper, and I realized something crucial. And that's why I want to share that we are looking at all this the wrong way. We are applying old school market cap logic to completely different beasts. See, in traditional crypto, a high market cap seems like a big deal, but it is just a number. It doesn't tell the whole story or the full story. But with Pi network, this is where it gets interesting. It's about speed. That's what I just come to realize. Think about traditional systems like banks. They are slow. Money sits waiting for hours. But with Pi network, it's lightning fast. Imagine a business needing to move millions of dollars, and this have to be in Pi. This can be cycled over and over in matter of seconds. That is a game changer. That is what many people are missing. And the reason is that they got stuck thinking in slow motion, while Pi is operating in a different level, what I call warp speed. The very first day that Pi launched into the open network, I made a transfer and it was like instant. And I felt maybe the system is not yet overloaded. We're going to see drop over time. And 2 weeks or more now, I've seen the speed very fast as it should be. And this is something that I've come to especially notice about Pi network. If you have done any transfer before, what did you notice, friends? But the challenge here is that there is this Bitcoin blind spot that everyone is trying to compare Pi network to Bitcoin. But it's like comparing a horse and buggy to a rocket ship. Bitcoin is really slow, expensive, yes. Pi, instant, almost zero fee. I've made many transactions and I don't think I've spent beyond 0.004. That is really cheap. They are not even playing the same game at all. That is Pi network and Bitcoin. So traders or investors or enthusiasts or analysts are stuck in this Bitcoin mindset, and they are completely missing the revolution happening right in front of them. Another lesson I've come to learn in my research about Pi Network and the market capitalization is that Pi Network is not a getting rich quick scheme. Though personally, I have been trading Pi Network and I've taken some cool profits to offset some bills, which I'm making the video and I'm going to supply us to this community. But what I come to discover about Pi Network is that it is about reward use. It's about building a system that actually works. It's about a currency that people can use every single day. That's what Pi is. That is the vision. And that's why it is so much bigger than just another pump and dump coin. So in my closer examination and deep reflection, I see a lot of criticism online and so many places about people debating Pi Network is this or is that. Even in our community here in the comment section, people come to say Pi Network is a scam. I don't think it is fair attacking these fellows because they are all crypto enthusiasts like us and they have their own right to opinion. What I think we should do, all of us who are ecstatic and very passionate about Pi Network, is to educate them. Because these guys are not bad people in themselves. They are being cautious and they are being, factual about what they think. So they may have been misinformed, and what I say might come from that backdrop. So we need, as people who love Pi Network, who are into Pi Network and or who mine or invest in Pi Network, show them the truth about Pi Network. We need to help them to see what we are seeing, and together we can build something incredible. Personally, you ask yourself question, what can you do to contribute to people seeing Pi Network as real currency, as tangible currency, as something that can be adopted in real life? Are you considering accepting Pi Network in your goods and or services that you rendered? So what do you think, guys? Are you ready to spread even the word? Say you have no good or services to render. If so, share this video, leave your comments. Let's have a robust discussion in the comments and start the conversation there too. And remember, we keep learning, we keep believing, and we keep building. Thank you very much for watching, and I promise to see you again in the next video.